Okay, here we are back in the shed for the afternoon project, putting together the beehive. What you'll need is at least Phillips head screwdriver. The wood's really soft so you can screw it all together, push it together. You might need, if you're a bit lucky, get an electric drill. And you'll need to tap it very, very gently. So if you've got a mallet, that's great. If you've not, get a hammer and a block of wood. But it's going to be very gently, as you'll see. I can push it all together anyway. But just to tighten those little dovetails, you might need a bit. The second thing is work off your project, work off your plan, have a vision about what it is that you want to finish. Basically, you're building a two-storey building, putting down a slab or a base, a storey, a floor, another storey, a ceiling, and then a roof that works like a cap. Right? So let's get started. Follow me along. Now, if you're not experienced in dovetails, you will notice that they're kind of like a cut-off triangle, like that. So it's not square, you can't slide down into it. You've got to slide from the side of it. See how this one's the same? So putting a dovetail together, you're actually sliding in like that. See how that fits in there? You can't go down like that. You'll break it. You've got to slide in to the dovetail to make it all join together. Okay, so we're going to start with the ground floor. You've got your base, which is this bit, looks a bit like a sled. Aside for now. Two ends of the bases, they're pretty easy to identify. They've got a little handle in there, so you can lift the beehive up, carry it around on the end. And it's got the dovetail. So I'm starting with one of the end pieces out. Then it's just simple. You just pick up the sides and you'll see that they fit nicely in the dovetail. So no need for a hammer. Don't go bashing. Fits together nice and easily. Same with the other side. Fits down nice and easily. Then just a simple, easy from there. You can then slip in the top. Now, when you get yours out, you'll feel that it's nice and waxy, which waterproofs the wood. It also makes it fairly easy to slide. But if you can't get it in, then put a little piece of wood in. You can just tap it in like this. Or if you haven't got a mallet, use a hammer. Side's already done for you. And there you go. So that's the base. Level 1. So now we're on to the top part, and you might be thinking, I've only got one end, there's a handle, where's the other end? Tricky. Looks like this. Two parts. Make up a square end, and you'll see why later. But again, just like the bottom part, the sides, top, got the window, a little bit of paper that you pull off later so you can actually see through it. Again, push it in the dove. Easy done. push it in the dove, easy done. To the top. Push it in the dove. Push it in the dove. Next part. Look at that. Beautiful. Easy done. It's short on this piece. See this little piece fits in there. See this shaped little piece cut off? It fits in there, like that. Then you have the end, there's two ends. See this one's got the stud along it, it's a bit bigger, so this one's plain, that's plain. This one with the stud goes on top of that stud. So this goes in there, this one goes on top of that, which creates the roof line. Then you have, these are the two sides. So you'll see there's a stud along there, the side it's short on the top, it's longer at the bottom. So remember I said at the beginning you're building a cap that fits over the top of the box. So this one goes in, the cap goes on, and then you'll see how the stud fits inside that. Then the side goes on, and then you'll see how the other end fits on there nicely. You'll see the other end also has a little screw hole which fits into the end like that. So here's the other side, fits it on. Nicely fits on like that. Fits the other little end like that. Right. So it makes all good sense. So you'll see on the other end, again, has a little screw hole up the end. So you can screw that one on to start with. Like having a little friend to hold it for you. Perfect. Jump around. Another medium length screw. The other end on. Gently, gently. Then you can see how this end now all fits in nicely. Screw on the end again. Ever so gently. So you can see then how the roof works like a cap. Yes, it's a little bit loose, it's not a tight fit because you want to be able to get it off later when the bees are in there. Check them out of course, but it fits nicely on there. Then we're on to the roof. Now, the roof, all the boards are pretty much the same, and you'll see that they have a hole, and you want to line the hole up with thin. So there's a little, you'll see one's at 45 degrees, clearly they're all at 45 degrees, but if you hold two together, they make the roof, and then it's just a matter of lining it up so that those holes will be in the middle of the roof. You can see what I've got there, there's a hole lines up with the middle of the roof, and you know when you get it right, of course, should be better prepared. You'll see in the pack a little square like this, and it's got a little dip cut out of it there, which is your ridge cap, which fits on top. So you've got one side roof coming up, the other side roof coming up as such, nicely lined up, and that ridge cap will fit on the top. See how it always goes together like that? So you'd have a long screw going down here and screws going down. Now I find if you start at the top with these two held together, so it's nice and sort of flush there, then you'll get the distance down here right, rather than start here and trying to work up. It's better to start at the top. So it's pretty easy because you can put a screw in the hole, make sure it's nicely lined up, feels all good. Gently, gently. My mother said I never did anything gently. She's probably right. So gently, gently. Now probably what I'll do is I'll screw these in with the electric drill, and then I'll just tighten them the last little bit with a screwdriver so I don't split anything. There we go. See? Lovely. Another 45, and you see, even if you've screwed one in, you can clip the other one in underneath it. Still works out fine. Another medium length screw. Line it up. Got it. Should start with all these screws in the right place. Under. Perfect. Pushed in, lined up, screw in, screw in. Two more. Look at the little house. Then ridge capping, really easy. Goes on top. This is where you can use a couple of the long ones. Got to go down between it. Alright, so now we're up to putting the base onto the slab, back to our analogy of building the two-storey house. So the base, remember, it's got the handles in it like this. You'll notice on one end of the base, this end is flush. This end appears to be a bit short. Doesn't quite go right to the bottom here. Looks like there's a bit missing. It is. If you look in your kit, you'll see you've got a bit like this. These are like little doors for the bees. So if it was closed, they can't get in. If it was open, they can get in. To screw it on is optional. You can sit it there and just have it open like that so it slides in underneath. I've chosen to make it permanent. It's really easy to do. So by lining it up at the ends and opening that, you get it into the right place. I've used a couple of my own screws. I'm simply going to make that in place. Yeah, rubber green. That's not me being fanatic blowing the dust off, it's because the wax makes it stick to the drill. Okay, then using a couple of sort of mid-length screws. Gently, gently again. There's that little doors still work. All good, all good, all good. Right. Now it's all flush. Now your base looks like a sled, and you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little holes underneath it. Right. So it's going to go like this. Nice and flush, sits on the back. Square. Of course, your little hole is open for your bees to come in. Bee lands. Walk, 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 walk. Knock, knock, knock. In he comes. So that's how it goes. So it's just about getting it nice and flush. Turn that upside down. Turn that upside down. Remember the front is where your little door is. Make sure it's nice and flush. Nice and square. All the way around. Feels nice. Looks nice. Big long screw out of your kit. Water pump. Enough. Sorry to bore you, just follow me along. You'll know if you haven't got it on straight because you'll see the screws come out the side. Luckily, mine's on nice and straight. Gently, gently again. It is lovely soft waxed wood. Right, there, looks like it's upside down sled. Beautiful. Little doors open, close. You can open and close them from the outside. Probably if you've got smaller fingers than me. Use a drill bit. Close, open. Yep, that looks fine. fit the handle. Okay, next is the doorknobs, and you'll see they're probably fallen out if you look, but these are the observation windows that are in the side there. And you'll see the little blunt head screws, the ones without the spike. This goes in the back of your window. If you've ever put a kitchen door on, knob on, maybe I should wear my glasses. So, quickly do the other one. And you can feel the waxy part. One side is waxy, so the wax is the outside. It's the side, the knob goes to the waxy side, clearly because it's out, or could be in the weather. So one of those goes on each side of this piece. And you remember this funny shaped piece in the end that's fitted in there? And you'll see there's a hole on either end, so that was the end of your top piece there, comes out really easily. Again, feel the waxy part, it's on the outside, so the softwood is on the inside. And again, as the handle. Is going quite easily. If you want to, you can tighten them with a screwdriver just to make sure they're nice and tight. Top, observation windows in the side. Right. So alright, next is to put the little holders in that hold your windows in. So let me show you. So the window's going to go on the side like this, and this little catch is going to go on the edge, so you can turn it in like this, and it holds the window in. Two on each window, one on the door. Now, let me just show you that if I can get close. The way to do this properly is to line it up exactly with the edge, right? Then you're going to screw it. That allows you to turn it. See? So line it up flush with the edge so the door can go in and out. Then when you turn it, it will lock it either way. It'll lock either. So, line it up flush with the edge. There it goes. That allows your door to go in. And you just, it doesn't fly out that way. And so you have two of them, obviously, for that reason, using sort of those mid-length screws. Line it up. Screw it in. So there, you can turn it. Use it like a little lock. There you go. If you want to get it out, turn it, out it comes. And it goes. Nice and open. There you go. Obviously you're not going to be open observing every day. But there you go. So you'll notice on these little observation panels, what I've done. See, you can see through this one. Hello, 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 hello. You'll see on the back of them, they've got a bit of brown paper. You just scrape that paper off and pull it off, and then you can see through your window. So, in we go. Turns that way. Put it over. Gently, gently. Screw. Side. Flush. Don't screw it up too tight, obviously you won't be able to turn it. The other one in here. Flush. Somewhere about in the middle. You can measure it if you needed the knee. So you can just take a rough guess. It all goes in. Turn. Turn. Beautiful. Then of course, you've got this door that you can always get open. So clearly you don't want it to fall off at any time. So in your kit you do a little bit like this. And another medium screw, same way. Put that flush above the door there. Flush above the door. And that holds the door in. So now you've got your windows held in on either side when you turn it. Look at that, beautiful. And you've got this little one that holds this little door out. That's open. It's there nice and snug. Down to the last bits now. You might notice there's two knobs still sitting there. Remember I showed you this little bit that goes in the top with the two bevel edges. So that's a little door. Also, feel again the waxy bits to the outside. Some knobs on there. Okay. Knobs on there. You can finger tighten these. It's good. So then you've got a little door that goes up there, which is above, of course, this little door that we looked at there. Right, so I'll show you that in a minute. So now, let's just put it together. So here's the base, a little door down there. It goes on the top. You'll see it's got a little sort of bevel edge. I don't know if you can see that one down there. Just slides in there, helps it in there. So I've put the all the racks in there, the hole to the front, just to show you how it all goes in. They sit in there nice and neatly. It's quite heavy, so it's going to keep all itself in position just with the weight alone. So that goes on top. And the rack, the grill, like back in place, just sits nicely on top there. And the roof. There's nice on that, like the lid. Remember I said the lid. Piece de resistance. The lid goes in there. That's the lid. Voila! Beehive put together. Wasn't really that hard.